Yeah.
Okay, back at this bullshit. That was a dope list we did earlier.
Yep. It was.
Shout out to Lashia. She's about to have her 100th episode.
Dope.
I do not feel like going to work tomorrow. I feel like calling out tomorrow. But I had to go to work. Unfortunately. Hell, I was so busy today I didn't even have a day off like that.
Oh wow.
What you do today?
Recovering from my hangover.
Must have been a dope ass party.
It was good.
I can't wait to go out of town this weekend. Girl, no, no, no. I swear, sometimes people should just not be on social media.
Right.
If you know you ugly, don't come on social
They don't know. You gotta tell them.
media. It's like, you're ugly.
You gotta tell them sometimes.
Motherfucker, you ugly. Okay, I'm gonna start in about 10 minutes because once I finish up this review, I'm out. Because there's a lot of shit I gotta talk about with this fucking album.
Hmm.
You know me, I'm interested in your fucking opinion.
Of course.
What's up, Q? What's up, Sam? Sam, I am. I used to read that book a lot when I was little. No, I don't want no green eggs. Sam, I am. Don't want no Sam. Well, Loki, Dr. Seuss was a racist. He was a bitch ass nigga. So Monique and Cat Williams are about to go on tour together.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think Cat Williams is actually coming to North Carolina. I think he already came to North Carolina. I think. I swear the whole comedy world right now is crazy as hell. That's all. Would you ever want to be a stand-up comedian if you had a chance?
Yeah, if I could do it, definitely. Why not?
Right.
You know.
People make that shit out to be so easy. Cough, cough, Ti,
Well, you see what happened with him.
Ti Pryor.
T.I. Pryor. He was barely Tip
Yeah.
Harris.
You said what?
So he was barely Tip Harris, yet alone Richard Pryor.
Right.
You know. Just be Tip.
Sam said John Coltrane a session or Love Supreme. Oh, Love Supreme, my nigga.
Yep.
But a session is underrated too.
Yep.
I got a question for you, Sam. Miles Davis, Sketches of Spain, or In the Silent Way? Speaking of jazz, we gotta get back on the jazz reviews though.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get back on that shit.
You're slacking.
I'm trying to get a bit more jazz albums.
Uh,
There's like so much jazz I can do because everybody will be like, "Oh, do Miles Davis and stuff." Like, I like Kind of Blue, but that's not even Miles' best album, in my opinion.
right? Jazz.
Plus, I gotta brace. We gotta brace ourselves for March where we start talking about Queen and shit. So,
Not Queen.
yes, sir. But we're gonna split it in two parts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the first part from 74 to 82. Then we're gonna do the second half later on this year.
Oh.
Because we still once I finish the Mariah Carey's and not finish, but do the last two I want to talk about with her, then we good.
Oh. Okay.
That's y'all know that's your favorite album. So.
From who? Mariah? No.
The E goes MC Squared no more.
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't great.
Right. It's better than the future ones and shit.
Yeah, it's better than anything after that shit.
A-Town Girl. I swear these artists need to stop. These artists need to stop making TikTok music, man.
You're right.
But I don't mind motherfuckers promoting that shit on TikTok, but you know, you can tell a TikTok song. Like I feel like TikTok music is as equivalent as ringtone, the ringtone rap during. I do not want to talk to you right now, girl. The ringtone rap during like the fucking 06, 07, the crank that insert here.
Ain't that No Talent Soldier Boy?
They said crank that Batman, crank that Superman, crank that SpongeBob. Niggas was just doing the cranking everything. What's up, Jalen?
Jalen, big dog. What's good?
Is Jalen? Are you a Destiny's Child fan? I'm curious.
I think he is.
My favorite jazz artists are Albert Ayler, Sonny Rollins. Okay.
No.
Oh, you say
my mother's in love with Jalen now. Yo.
Really?
So she's inviting him to the house at any time he wants. Yeah. You know, he was with us last night, just watching the game with us, and we had all the food and everything.
Right. Yeah. Okay. You said you were in DC
for a Super Bowl party.
Oh yeah, I'm coming down to New York
'Cause you
very soon.
next. She know you and she know Jalen. So
Okay, cool.
you know what I mean.
Just let me know, and I'll plan it all out.
But next year,
Because it's been
next year the Super Bowl. So
a
you know,
it's been a good year. It's been a good time since I've been to New York. It's been a good minute.
yeah, yeah, man. Welcome to come over. And yeah, my uncle's here. Yeah.
Got you.
Jalen didn't give a damn about the game. He was just loving the pizza. He did not care.
Yeah, I just wanted to see Usher's fucking performance. I didn't even care for the teams to be real.
Did you rate the performance?
I did not what?
Did you rate the Usher performance?
I think yes. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I thought it was great. Man. Thought it was great.
Okay. Oh, that's my Bible.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, my phone's at 25%. I can make that work. All right. I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's go.
What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely night? We're back at it again. This your boy Reg in the building. Got light skinned Jordan, aka Try With Me.
Yo.
Yeah. So we're gonna do our second album of the day. Well, second review of the day, excuse me. Destiny's Child, Writings on the Wall. This album came out motherfucking July 14, 1999 on Columbia Records. It came out with singles Bills, 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 Bugaboo, Say My Name, and Jumpin' Jumpin'. Producers include Javon Alexander, Kevin Shakespeare Briggs, Donnie D. Major Boydton. I'm fucking that name up. Chad Dr. Seuss Elliott, Missy Elliott. I don't think they're related. Kenny K. Fambro, Anthony Hardy, Donald Holmes, O'Shea Hunter, Rodney Jerkins, Beyonce, Platinum Status, Dale Simmons, Chris Stokes. Wait, Chris Stokes was on this album? Oh shit, okay. Terry D, Jerry Thomas, and Dwayne Wiggins of 2020 Tony. Only guest appearances are Missy Elliott and Next. All right.
Oh boy.
Okay, so bear with me. This is going to be a long background. So after the release of the self-titled album, at the time it was moderately successful. It was like a slow seller. But once this album really accelerated in popularity, people went back to listen to the first album and whatnot to it. It became like people like, okay, this shit kind of dope and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Destiny's Child really did not like the direction that the producers took with like the first album because they felt like it was a bit too mature for them. So they wanted like more creative control and everything like that too. So we all know the story with that. And in 1998, late 98, they dropped the song Get on the Bus on the Why Do Fools Fall in Love soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? That was a pretty dope soundtrack. And they also did an appearance on the show Smart Guy. You know what I'm saying? Very underrated show. You know, Taj Mawi, what's his name? Jason Weaver, Essence Atkins, you know what I'm saying? That show does not get a lot of love. I don't understand.
Mhm.
I feel like 3 seasons was too short, but that's another story for a different day. So pretty much, you know, the reason why they called this album The Writing on the Wall was because of the fact that pretty much Wyclef Jean was inspired the group to like do an album like based on like commandments and everything like that, commandments of the groups when it comes to like relationships and shit like that too. So that's why like each song on this album is pretty much like, you know, based on like commandments like of their trajectory and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But the album also has some very a lot of controversy. So I forgot to mention the members are Beyonce Knowles, Kelly Rowland, Latoya Luckett, Latavia Robinson, and I'll even throw in Farrah Franklin and Michelle Williams. I'm gonna get more into that in a minute, so bear with me. So pretty much, Latoya and Latavia, the double L's, they were beefing with Matthew Knowles over royalties and just treatment and just group treatment and stuff like that too. And a lot of shit escalated when they were on tour. And they toured with Jagged Edge. You know what I'm saying? Which that's a group I never really cared for. Try does, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I never cared for Rugged Edge, Jack, whatever they call themselves. And pretty much the twins, Brandon and Brian KC, they were dating Latoya and Latavia and stuff like that too. But here's the gag though. Candy Burris, who was also on Escape, you guys know she also does songwriting too. And at that time, she was actually not only managing Jagged Edge, but she was dating Brandon at the same time too.
Oh wow.
She was also writing. She was also writing for the Writing on the Wall as well too. So
Wow.
it kind of got a little messy on that part. And then Matthew Knowles did not really care for Jagged Edge, and he pretty much was just like fucking with them on tour and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And then there was an instance when he actually kicked one of the members' moms out the tour bus, and Jagged Edge took up for her and stuff like that too. So,
Oh,
and if you guys know, the song "Promise" was actually dedicated to Latavia from Destiny's
mm.
Child from Jagged Edge. So if you guys
Really?
know that,
I did not
yeah,
know.
yeah, that was on the
Oh,
unsung episode.
so Candy was dating one of the brothers from the group, and but the brother was talking to Latavia.
Yeah, both of them was talking to Latoya and Latavia.
So was there any beef with Candy and Destiny's Child or no?
No, not really. Not from what I looked up.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
She was being
but
played.
then there's some more controversy I have to get into. So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, when they were actually doing the Say My Name music video, and this is why I mentioned Michelle and Farrah and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? They realized Matthew pretty much replaced them during the music video, if that makes sense.
Right.
So if you guys watch the Say My Name music video, you'll see the debut of Michelle and Farrah, but they're not actually singing on that song, if that makes sense, because those are all Latoya and Latavia's vocals. So that's the clue that they got kicked out the group. You know what I'm saying? And the public, they try to put out on the public that the reason why they got kicked out was because of the group management and they missed a lot of appearances and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
Latoya and Latavia had their own issues. Like Latavia was very close with Beyonce, man. She had like a lot of personal issues that she was going through. Latoya felt had like a lot of insecurities when it came to her voice, and I think there was reports that they there was reports that Beyonce called her tone deaf or some
Wow.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that's 100% true. I don't know because I've heard that story being thrown around in different I've heard different versions of that story for years. So they gave a lot. They Latoya and Latavia sued the group and their management and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But mind you, this would not be the last lawsuit. Stay tuned for the Survivor album next week. And with that being said, when they were promoting the album, they were promoting with like Michelle and Farrah. But Farrah also had her issues. But let me just give you a little history because at the time, Michelle was actually a background singer for Monica. At that time,
Wow.
Farrah was actually trying to be a singer herself, so she wanted to use this group as like a gateway, just to get herself up. And it's been said that there's been like a lot of issues because Pharaoh only contributed to like one song, which
Mhm.
was Independent Women One, which I'm gonna get more into that next week. And then Michelle, we already know Michelle went on to the next formation of Destiny's Child, the best lineup and stuff like that too, the most iconic lineup to many people. So despite the controversies, this actually because of the controversy, this actually gave the group a lot of publicity, a lot of bad publicity
Yeah.
and stuff like that too, especially when it came to the release of this album and everything, you know what I'm saying? And Beyonce and Kelly themselves, they were just trying to hold it together. I think they did an interview, like an MTV interview, where it's like I think the interviewer asked, they claim that there has no bad feelings and whatnot. But then I'm just paraphrasing. Kelly said, "Oh, well, they threw a lawsuit on us, so that's a lot of love right there." You know what I'm saying? And so Latoya and Latavia, they tried to form another girl group called Angel, but they didn't. They never dropped an album, so they disbanded in 2003. You know what I'm saying? So, but despite the controversy, the Writing on the Wall album was very successful. A lot of people have called it the breakthrough album, whether it's because of controversy or not. And with the production of the album was very unorthodox because, like, with the self-titled album, it had like a more close to neo soul kind of sound. You know what I'm saying? And then with the motherfucking this album, it had like a more futuristic, unorthodox with spirits instrumentation kind of sound too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you can tell the stark difference. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say that, the R&B sound is still heavy when it comes to this album. It's still very heavy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And this album actually went on to win the Soul Train Award for Best R&B Album in 2000. You know how we always do. I gotta see what was the other nominees. You know how we always fucking do. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, best R&B album, group, band, or duo. Wait a minute. I think Wikipedia done lied. Hold up. Because it says TLC won for fan mail, but I could. Well, fuck it. It was nominated, but I lost a fan mail, which not surprised. Not surprised there because fan mail was that big album. Other nominees was Casey and JoJo It's Real, which that was okay. I didn't really care for that album too much. And Les Nubians, Princesses Nubianess. I never heard of this group before,
I heard of
so
lesbian.
I thought the group was lesbians. Okay, but
No.
okay, all right, all right. But other than that, so this is the album right here. This is the album right here and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope album cover and shit like that too. Like I said, I'm surprised no one tried to recreate this album cover, but fuck it. Um, Also, just to let y'all know, and I have to brag about this. This is actually a 2019 reissue of this album. So yeah, man. I never actually seen this album on vinyl, so I had to get it. It cost me like $34 when I got it, but I'm like, fuck it. So yeah. So you got all the members right here too, giving their thanks. You probably have all seen this picture before. Q said there's a dope breakdown on Black Infinity. Yeah, I saw that shit. That was a very good video. That's actually one of the videos that actually made me subscribe to her channel. To be real with you, I'll say that shit later. All right, so now we're gonna get to the music. Gonna get to my favorite part. So this album has like fucking 16 tracks. Let's get started with the first track, which is intro, the writing on the wall. This is a nice little intro. It kind of has like a Godfather esque kind of vibe to it. Just set the whole tone of the album. Just talking about how just talking about what they want and just bringing out the commandments. I mean, it set the tone of the album. I'm not really mad about that. So yeah. You there? Mm. Yo, Try, you good? Okay, I can see Try is busy, so I'm just gonna jump right to the next song.
My bad. I
You
stepped away
good?
real quick.
No, you
Where we
good,
at?
bro. The first
All
song.
right. The intro.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
I said it set the tone. It had like a Godfather-esque kind of thing, where just talking about their commandments, you know. So I felt like it was played good. We got it.
I didn't like the intro though. I thought it was when I picture Destiny's Child, I don't picture the Godfather. I don't think they should have done another intro for this opener. I don't think the Godfather intro is what I would have you know envisioned for this album. The sophomore effort.
Yeah,
Who was that? Was that Beyonce trying to talk like she was Marlon Brando?
I believe so. Yeah,
No, no, I didn't like the intro.
which leads us into the second track. So good. This is one of my. I love this record. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice feel good kind of song. I kind of wish this was a single on this album. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like the bridge when Beyonce like so good, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Kind of got a little annoying after the last couple of so-sos, but she did her thing on this one. You know what I'm saying? Both her and Kelly did their thing. I like it.
This was a nice track. The beat was dope. It had like a quirky melody, and you had like some DJ scratching on it, and it was dope.
Definitely. Track number 3, Bills, Bills, Bills. And no, this is not a song aimed at Matthew trying to ask for more money. I had to throw that in there, but this is actually one of their signature songs. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows this record. It's actually their first number one single on the Billboard Hot 100, and the song was actually nominated for 2 Grammy Awards for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group and Best R&B Song. I'll let you know who won those. I'll let you know who won those later on and stuff like that. Very, very, very dope song. This is actually one of the tracks that was written by Candy Burris and Kevin Shakespeare Biggs. You know what I'm saying? Which Kevin Shakespeare Biggs actually produced this song. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. This when I think about this song, I kind of compare it to TLC's No Scrubs a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, because it's just pretty much I feel like them. They talking about if you're going to be with me, are you going to take care of me? Whereas TLC, they were just bashing like a lot of fucking niggas who was pretty much trying to holler at them, but they ain't got shit to prove and stuff like that too. I kind of like Bills, Bills, Bills a bit more than No Scrubs. I'm gonna be real with you. Also too, when it comes to the song, they actually did the music video as a tribute to Beyonce's mom Tina. You know what I'm saying? Because like they did it like in a hair salon and a beauty salon and shit like that too. The video is very great. I feel like this album has some of the best music videos the group has ever done. My favorite music video, we're going to talk more about that. But yeah.
I want to know how do women sit up there and say, "Can you pay my bills if you want to get with me?" And then you turn around and sing "Independent Woman." Which one is it? Are you an independent woman, or do you want a nigga to pay your bills? I'm kind of confused. You know what I'm saying? And this. I know this is like a women empowerment type of song, but y'all got to make up your mind. You know, and this was everywhere. This record was everywhere. The video was everywhere. It's a good song, but the message in it is like, what do you when women hear this? What is the message that a guy can't get with them unless he paid their bills? But then you're screaming later that you're an independent woman. Well, if you're an independent woman, you don't need a guy to pay your bills and all that, right?
Right.
That's my whole thing.
And you got a good point. Yeah, I mean, you got a good point because you got to remember the late '90s to like the early 2000s. That was the era when like a lot of female R&B singles was just doing those. You gotta bring the bread if you want to bake me some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bring the bread if you want to get head.
Yeah. Actually, I like that shit. I like that.
Right.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. And speaking of which, they actually lost both Grammys to TLC's No Scrubs. Believe it or not.
There you go. The official male bashing anthem.
And for the best R&B performed by duo or group with vocals, the other nominees were Mary J. Blige and Aretha Franklin, "Don't Waste Your Time." That was a pretty decent song. Eric Benet and Tamia, "Spend My Life with You," the only Eric Benet song I like. And Whitney, Faith Evans, and Kelly Price with "Heartbreak Hotel."
Dope.
Not gonna hold you. I'd rather pick "Heartbreak Hotel." Not gonna hold you.
Wow. What
I
was those
love
songs?
I love no scrubs. I'm okay with, but
Yeah.
"Heartbreak Hotel," nigga,
Mm,
nigga,
that was dope.
that was one of the best R&B collaborations of the
It
decade,
was.
man.
It was. I agree.
Whitney always showed love to the generation after her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I always respected about Whitney.
Mm-hmm.
These days, you have like motherfucking all these older R&B heads,
Mm-hmm.
most of the time bashing. Well, some of them, I'll give Charlie Wilson his just do Smokey, but people like Stephanie Mills, and
Mm-hmm.
I love Shaka, but sometimes Shaka has her moments too. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Um, Now best R&B song, the other nominees were Lauryn Hill. I mean, excuse me, Mary J. Blige, "All That I Can Say," which was
Uh-oh.
written by Lauryn Hill. Um, "Heartbreak Hotel" again,
Mm.
and Whitney also "It's Not Right, but It's Okay."
Mm.
Damn, y'all
Two
try to.
Mary, two Whitney songs.
Damn, y'all was sleeping on that "My Love Is Your Love" album. Come on, man, nigga,
Who won?
no scrubs.
Mary got robbed, right, Jalen? I know Jalen gonna say that. Mary got
Yeah,
robbed.
that All That I Can Say was from the Mary album, her other most
Uh,
underrated album. Like
definitely.
I said, fan mail, I like it, but I feel like it's a bit overrated, man. A bit overrated.
Wow.
But y'all, we did a review on that. I like it, but give me the first two TLCs any day.
Oh yeah.
That whole Y2K futuristic
Mm.
kind of robot, like my man Craig Mack said, robotic, futuristic George
That old
Jetson.
robotic. They don't understand that.
Man, I miss Craig Mack, man. I miss that
Yeah,
nigga,
man.
man. Shit. Next song is "Confessions" with Missy Elliott. One of my favorite songs on this album, man. Missy and Beyonce always worked well as far back, man. They always doing some very great shit together. You know what I'm saying? Which we saw in the Dangerously in Love album.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what I got from this song right here is motherfuckers just playing games and stuff like that too. This nigga admitted he admitted that he cheated on her and everything like that too. It was like one of those confession kind of songs. You know what I'm saying? I guess he got tired of paying the bills, honestly.
Right. See, that's what happens. Feels like a
Yeah,
damn
man.
fool. We ain't getting no love out of it.
Yeah. I have to say this. As much as I love Missy Elliott, I do feel like her production gets kind of overshadowed as an umbrella term for her work with Timbaland. But some of the shit that she's solely done was some very dope shit too.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Timbaland though, because at that time, Timbaland was that nigga though. Like anything after 02, 03, it was kind of hit or miss for me.
Man, we going
But
that
I feel like you said what?
You see, you're going that far.
What are you talking about?
You said it was anything after 03 was hit or miss with you.
Yeah, I mean, I like the shit with Nelly Furtado. The shit with Jay-Z. He did some good shit with Jay-Z. But it's just like it's depending on the artist. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the artist he works with, he can be the best or he can be the worst.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like one of my niggas I would put in my like top 20.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? No, like I said, no. Yeah.
Wow.
His best shit was like when he was with Devontae Swing, The Basement, fucking the Missy Elliott albums, the Aaliyah albums,
Justin Timberlake, Aaliyah, Genuine, Justin Timberlake,
and I knew you were gonna mention. I knew you were gonna mention him. And you know what? I will give my credit to Future Sex Love Sounds. I did like his shit from that album. I will give it to that.
That is his best album.
That is his best album.
Yeah.
That is his best album.
It is.
See, I can give give credit where credit's due. I remember when Sexy Back came out. I was bumping that shit. I liked Until the End of Time.
You know what's crazy? I never liked that song when it first came out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I did not like that song.
So let me get this straight. Let me get something straight. Me, The nigga that I always feel like the white savior is overrated. I like Sexy Back. I like a Justin Timberlake song that you don't like.
I didn't like it when it first came out. It took a while to grow on me. You know. I mean, shit.
Wow.
Well, I said the same thing about Eminem. When Eminem used to drop his first singles, I didn't like his first singles from the album. Like Real Slim Shady and Without You. I didn't like them shits.
I'm not gonna lie. Will Slim Shady kind of took a while for me to grow on to. I'm not gonna lie.
My Name Is was like one of those like first singles that I loved from Slim Shady LP. But when usually his first singles I wouldn't like, and then when I hear the album, I'm like, oh, the album is fire. You know what I'm saying? But the Sexy Back took a while for me to like get into. I don't know. It just sounded like some disco shit he was trying to do on that album. You know what I'm saying? Then when I heard the album, I'm like, oh, the album is great. I didn't really care for. I didn't think that should have been the first single.
I disagree respectively.
So good.
Looks like I gotta talk about this album sometime.
Hey. Mike, what's good?
Hey Mike, what's up? I gotta watch that Angela Winbush review y'all did earlier. That's Stephanie Mills, so I gotta watch that later.
Timbaland could be in my top 10, man. Like he did too many great stuff.
But he did too many trash stuff too.
He did. Well, what's the trash shit that he did? I mean, other than Blueprint 3, other than that, and his own albums. But I mean, the majority of his shit, he's done great shit for a lot of in different genres.
To each his own. I still don't like Justin Timberlake though. Next song we're going to talk about is Bug. Wait. Did you say your thoughts on Confession?
Confession was dope. This was a dope, nice slow beat. It was like nice mid tempo track, and you really didn't. Missy she didn't have like a verse on this because it was like more of a ballad, and you only really heard her like in the background, But it was a dope track.
Definitely. Okay. Next song is called Bugaboo. First of all, I never liked the title of this song. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
Yeah.
But I do like the song. I do like the song. Being that it was written from Candy, this does kind of have an Escape kind of feel to it out of all the Destiny's Child songs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because Candy said that they didn't like the song at first. You know what I'm saying? And she felt like it was a beat. The beat was something that you could rap over from Shakespeare. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Which I'm not going to hold you. When I first heard the beat, it did kind of have like a hip hop feel to it. I'll give them that. You know what I'm saying? But on some real shit, it's a pretty dope song. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much just talking about, motherfuckers who clingy and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I guess they want to pay more bills and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
Yeah.
That's after they pay the bills, they become a bugaboo.
Yeah. But yeah, this one right here is pretty dope. I'm not gonna hold you.
I never liked this song. I never liked it. I think Escape should have did it. The Beehive gonna be mad at me. I never liked this song. I think the title was whack as well. The Escape should have sang it, if anything. And if Candy thought that this was whack, what does that tell you? And didn't she write it?
No, she thought the group thought it was whack, not Candy.
Destiny Child thought it was whack.
Yeah, originally.
I agree. It was probably Matthew Scola put on the album, but yeah, I never did this song. And it was a big hit. That video was played on 106 in Park like every day.
AJ and Free 106 in Park right there.
Yeah. Yep. Part of the.
Excuse me?
That's what we used to call him when he had the braid. The dread.
Oh,
the Predator.
I was about to say nigga. Nah. I was like, who is a predator?
Not that type of predator.
Right. I was about to say, hold up.
Because he looked like the alien from the Predator movie.
Yeah, I know what you mean by the predator now. I know what you mean. All right, next song, Temptation. This is one of my favorite songs on this album. Not surprisingly, it was produced by Dwayne Wiggins, 2020 fame. Excuse me?
Yo, it's just funny. It's funny, yo.
What I say? Are you laughing at
Nah,
what?
I was just laughing about what we just talked about.
Uh, I didn't know if you was a laugh or a sneeze. That's why I was like, what? Okay. All right. So, man, this was a very dope. This is probably, I feel like, the Dwayne Wiggins stuff on this album was probably the closest we would have to some of the shit from the first album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This one was a very great song. You know what I'm saying? Self-explanatory. You know, it's a sexual kind of track. Fighting sexual temptations with one another. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy though because the way how Beyonce was singing, it interpolated Sir Mix-a-Lot's Posse on Broadway,
Yeah.
the best Sir Mix-a-Lot song in my
Wow.
fucking self.
So
I
Mix
like Baby Got Back.
with a Destiny's Child album. That's interesting. You know?
I like Baby Got Back, but give me
Mhm.
Posse on Broadway any motherfucking day.
Mhm.
Yo, somebody better give me that first album. That Swass album is fire. I don't know what fuck.
Eric, where you at?
That's one thing. That's one. Like I said, y'all like I said, I fuck with Sir Mix a lot. I fuck with him sometimes and shit. Anything after that second album.
I
So what?
Macklemore, but
What the fuck does Macklemore got to do with this shit?
they both from Seattle.
Kurt Cobain's from Seattle too. What's your point?
Well, we talking about hip hop though. I fuck with Macklemore.
All right. I never. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. This one right here. This is kind of a precursor to some of the grown up Beyonce right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna repeat some of the lyrics because it will kind of sound weird coming from me, but I think that might be the catchphrase when I do some of these albums and stuff. But
or we can just have Lashia on here and she could recite some of the lyrics.
Man, with the Shield was sing the whole damn song and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, it's a concert. I didn't sign up for this.
Oh my god. But yeah, man. This one right here was pretty straight. I like this one.
This was a nice ballad. It had a nice slow beat to it, and Beyonce singing about getting with a guy, but she can't because she got a man, and but the temptation is killing her, and he's eyeing her down, and it was a great song.
Definitely. By the way, I sent something on the private chat just to let you know.
Okay.
Next song we got is Now That She's Gone. This is another track. This is another track that I have to say is another underrated track. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like the next couple of tracks I'm gonna say is probably some of my favorites. Just to be real with you. Very catchy song. This time you had Kelly on the first verse and stuff like that too, Shout out to Kelly Braxton. And then you had Beyonce, finishing off and whatnot too. I mean, they were just killing him. I'm telling you, man. This is real R&B right here. I fuck with it.
This is good. This is another nice, ballad, slow beat, bass line, synthesizers. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of call this one of the more slower songs on the album, to be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
One of the more slower. Now you have Where'd You Go, produced by the infamous Chris Stokes, or I like to call him Chris Strokes.
The Predator.
The original Predator.
Yeah, right. The OG Predator.
Right. Now that's the Predator. So this song was cool. It's probably like my least favorite song on this album, to be real with you. Not surprisingly, because I feel like Chris Stokes' production is very generic. I'm gonna be real with you. The early immature albums, some of them were better than others, but yeah, I never saw the hype with him, really. But the group vocals saved it. You know what I'm saying?
Can we talk about how much of a biter he sounded on this song? This has like a Timbaland-esque type of beat. Like when you hear this, it sounds like
I thought Timbaland produced this one.
Yeah, I
Right.
thought this was Timbaland. I'm like, this was the Predator. He did this. Like he should have gotten sued by Timbaland for biting his beat style.
Speak on it, man.
I didn't like it. I just thought it sounded like Timbaland, and it wasn't Timbaland. And I just didn't care for it. He should have gotten sued, but we're not supporting Chris Strokes like you called him.
Right.
Supporting Chris Strokes over here. He's no good.
Yeah. Go
He
go
needs to
go
be
go
he needs
go.
to be locked up. You know, like R. Kelly hold the cell door open. You know that that needs to be his roommate.
Yeah, go back to doing them whack ass movies with
Yeah,
your whack ass daughter and stuff like that.
right. Who's his
Go back
daughter?
to I forgot his name, but every time he does a movie, she's always there and shit.
Oh,
She's like the
oh,
Sophia Coppola's. She's like the Sophia
oh.
Coppola of him and stuff, you know.
Wow.
And then of course you got Batman, aka Roger, aka Marcus Houston. His his understudy.
Lord.
Oh my god.
What really happened to Romeo's eye? I want to know.
Oh, you don't know?
They said it was a childhood accident. I'm like, I think Chris Stokes has something to do with that.
No. It was Brandy. Him and Brandy were playing around, and Brandy threw some
That's right.
shit and fucked his eye up.
That's right, Brandy. Damn it, Brandy.
I swear to God. They tried to make it seem like it was a childhood accident, but years later it was said that Brandy was the one.
Wow. I thought it was Chris Stokes. I didn't know that.
You know, let's go to the next song. Hey Ladies. And no, this is not a cover of the Beastie Boys song, you know. This is another one of my favorite songs on this album. Very catchy chorus. This is another one of those my man cheated on me, but let's go out and party and stuff like that kind of songs and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This was like the precursor of Keisha Cole's Let It Go. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. And I love that song.
Another nut
love
job.
the album. You said what?
Another nut job.
Woo!
She's sexy, but she crazy in the head.
I never thought she was that fine though. I'm gonna be real
No,
with
you
you.
didn't think she was good? I think she was
Nah.
good to me. Especially with that,
I mean,
that short haircut now.
I'm not saying she was ugly though. She was just not my
Right.
type, you know.
She crazy. You know, I can't do crazy women, man. Like somehow they find me. I don't know why. You know.
You said crazy woman finds you. Have you
Yeah,
seen
they got
some
like multiple personalities, or they just crazy in the fucking head, and I can't do all that.
man, have you heard some of the stories I've been telling you?
I
about
know.
them doing
That's why I try to avoid them, but it's like I don't know. I think crazy women like niggas is not crazy like them.
Well, I'm glad I influenced you in that decision.
Yeah, I can't do it. I cannot do that.
I had married bus drivers,
Oh, Lord.
had cokeheads and shit, man.
Yeah, you ever had one with multiple personalities?
Hell no, I slap all them personalities fast.
Bro.
Hell the fuck no, man.
One with 3 different personalities? Yo, I don't think I could do it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you called them Geminis.
That's too crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't think it's worth it, man. Like, I can't deal with a woman with 3 different personalities, man. That's just too much.
One minute you think you're talking to a girl, next minute you're talking to Queen Elizabeth IV and shit.
I'm like, yeah, like who am I talking to now? Is it really you, or is it your other twin?
It's like shout out to my group Loose Ends. They said, "Who are you? Tell me who are you?"
Jesus Christ,
man.
Hey man.
Yeah, man. Y'all don't know about Loose Ends. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Anyway.
This song had another Timbaland-esque beat to it, yo. Producer, this wasn't the Predator, right? It was somebody else.
Nah, this was Shakespeare.
I think these niggas was inspired by Timbaland back then. Cause some of these joints sound like Timbaland produced this shit. And I know he had shit to do with this album. You know. Man.
Yeah, man. I mean, like Timbaland. Let's not forget, like that time, everybody was trying to do them Timbaland. Like it was Timbaland and Swiss Beats at that time.
Yeah,
that was like the unorthodox producers because that was when motherfuckers were getting away from sampling. Right. But then fucking Kanye's and the Just Blazes and stuff like that too. Not saying that Timbaland and Swiss did not sample because they did, but when they were doing them little synths and that kind of beats. But the thing that fucked them up. Timbaland started doing them fucking weird Indian kind of beats too much.
Yeah.
Swiss beats. I just don't know what happened with him. Wow.
He just fell off.
Yeah.
He just fell off. He hasn't been the
'Cause,
same. And even now, like the shit that he's doing recently, he's still trying to capture that sound that he did back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
right.
You know, I'm like, no, come on, Swizz. Give it up. Go
Yeah,
do your art fucking galleries and shit.
the nigga be like kind of beats and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah.
And then when they want to do a remix, they want to be like, like they want to go real crazy with that shit. You know, like like think about it, try at that time, niggas like when niggas weren't sampling, they were using them like high, like them fucking synth kind of beats that kind of like kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was weird sounds at that time. Like people was using Oriental sounds and shit.
Right.
And the Spanish, the Latin guitars, and
oh, I hated that. I hated that fucking era. Oh my
what
god.
What is going on with R&B at that time, bro? It was like a weird time. You know, it's like let me make a hit record based on the race. Oh, I'm gonna go sample some Hindu shit, some Indian shit.
And look at us now. Look at us now with the Palestinians and shit.
Right.
Anyway, damn, I'm really going in tonight.
Yeah.
What is? I must have a lot of anger towards me inside tonight. Wow. Shit. My goodness. Oof. Track number 10, If You Leave, featuring the arch nemesis of Tri's group. Next.
Out of me, I don't wake up and think about this dude, yo. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm never gonna forget that shit.
No artist is going to bribe me with money to change my opinion on shit. That was the whole issue from day one with him. Great singer, but you are not gonna fucking bribe me with money. I don't care who you are.
Oh god. You know, every time we talk about Next, I always gotta talk about that incident. And shit.
It wasn't planned. I didn't plan it, but it's my fault that you on the same page I'm on, and you see my comment. I can't help that.
Anyway, this song was actually pretty dope. You know, all joking aside, I actually feel like Next is a dope group. I only really like the first album. Everything else was kind of hit or miss after. You know what I'm saying?
That's a stretch.
I'm in. Yeah, my wife is. Oh. I'm in. Yeah, my man.
I like that song. That's the only good song on the album to me.
That song. It was a bit cringy. It was okay, but it was a bit cringy for me. Like,
wow.
That was when niggas were just doing R&B choruses out of anything, like sneakers, shoes. Right. Ooh, yeah, like oh baby, oh baby. Oh baby, oh baby. Like, oh my god. My brother. Your
oh no. Don't do that to Angie.
You know how I feel about it. I like Angie's music, but you know the story of me and Angie. You know this. I'm not and I like that song.
You went there.
I like that song. I like that.
That was a
song,
good album too. That album
was it was.
Mahogany,
I'll give it was.
Yeah, that was fire.
But as a person,
right. Now you know how I feel.
That's now I'm not gonna feel. If y'all want to know the story, just DM me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now you know how I feel about RL. Because he's the same way.
I remember that picture he posted on Instagram where he had that fucking fruit. That chicken did not look done and shit.
Bro, what the fuck?
I'm just gonna say this, niggas. If y'all motherfucking cook and y'all have the audacity to put your food on social media, make sure that shit's done well, man.
Exactly. He looked like he microwaved that chicken. You know,
oh, shit.
You got the nerve to be mad at me.
That was a dope song. I like that song.
This song is fire. Like RL has always been a great singer. He's always been a great singer. His solo career is a different story. He's always been a great singer though. Next had a great debut album, but like I told him, y'all don't have shit past Wifey. That was the only song released from the second album that Arista had confidence in. The whole album wasn't good. It sounds outdated. The third album was trash. No, Reg loves the third album. I actually had the third album on bootleg and I threw it away. That's how bad it was.
I didn't say I love it. I said I liked
Oh,
it.
you
I
liked
didn't say
it?
I
I
love
don't even remember shit off of
I
that next episode. I just thought it was bad.
it.
And all I kept saying was, let's get to the next episode. Because this is not it. You know. But RL is a great singer. And he killed this track with Beyonce. This was a great collaboration. I like the beat. This should have been a single. You know, but like I told Robert, you are a piece of shit. You're not gonna bribe me with money. Yes, his name is Robert too, in case people didn't know. He doesn't like being called Robert. He likes being called RL.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder. Now I'm starting to wonder.
Anyway, next song, Jumpin' Jumpin'. I never really saw the hype of this song, to be real with you. You know, as much as I love Destiny's Child, this was a song I never really saw the hype. This is one of those your man cheated on you, let's go to the club and celebrate kind of songs.
Right.
Even the beat, like like don't get me wrong, like I said, they did their thing, but it's just like even as a kid, I just always looked at girls would just go crazy. I would be at a party, right? Yeah. And when the DJ plays this song, women would literally go fucking crazy. Like, oh my god! Like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Yep. I remember. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna lose your mind. The remix for Bow Wow, that actually hit. The remix for Bow Wow. I never thought I would say I actually like Bow Wow on a fucking song.
I remember.
But Q's boy, Bow Wow, little Bow Wow, that nigga, he sound good on the remix. Like he killed the remix. This song was everywhere, bro. Like, radio played this shit like 10 times a day. The video on BT was on like 10 times a day. Like this shit was everywhere. You know, I remember there was a Rockefeller remix, or there was a Rockefeller mixtape that had, for whatever reason, I guess because Jay-Z and was dating Beyonce at that time, they had the remix of Bow Wow on that Rockefeller mixtape. And I'm like, why is this on here? Beyonce's not signed to Rockefeller. Now there's Bow Wow. Why is this song on the mixtape? So I'm assuming Jay has something to do with that. But yeah, that shit was everywhere.
That's Sly Sean Carter.
Yeah.
He was like, you better put my girl's song on the thing.
Wait, threaten the DJ. I'll stab you like I did on. You better put my girl's song on the mixtape.
I'll murder you. I'll murder you.
You know, I'm from Murder Marcyville. You don't fuck with me.
You're funny.
Oh man.
All right. Next song, Say My Name. This is my favorite song on the album.
Wow. Just like that?
Just like that.
Wow.
This is my favorite song on the album. Believe it or not, as high praises as I gave a lot of these songs, this is the song I always go back to when I listen to this album first, you know. Just from the intro singing, you know what I'm saying, to just the beat, the breakdown, this is like literally a perfect ass song. Yeah, so this is the song. Y'all know the story with the music video controversy. I'm not going to rehash that. Y'all can go back to the playback. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Mike sent me something on Instagram. What's up, Mike? Also too. Oh, Mike, I saw that thumbnail earlier. We'll talk about that. Also too, this is actually the first song that they done with legendary producer Rodney Jerkins. You know what I'm saying? And you guys know Rodney Jerkins. He's definitely one of the top producers at that time. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's done a lot of your favorite R&B songs at that time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't have to go to the motherfucking resume, but if I do, The Boy Is Mine, Brandy and Monica, It's Not Right, But It's Okay, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, You Rock My World, Tony Braxton, He Wasn't Man Enough. I mean, Beyonce's Deja motherfucking Boo. I mean, Tyra Banks, Shake Your Body. Y'all remember that?
Tyra Banks was singing? Wow.
For 5 minutes, you know.
I don't even remember that shit.
Oh, she was a singer for a bathroom break. Anyway,
Wow.
so originally the song was supposed to have a different sound. It was supposed to have had a garage rock kind of feel to it, like something you would hear from like the White Stripes per se.
Nice.
And yeah, and when Ronnie Jerkins gave out this song right here, this song on the album, originally Beyonce hated it,
Really?
and Matthew ordered Ronnie Jerkins to fix the song and stuff like that. And the fixed version is what we hear today.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So this song won 2 Grammys, 2 motherfucking Grammys, which I'm gonna get into a minute after trying to give his thoughts. The iconic music video. Let me talk about the music video. I love that music video. Just the way the choreography, the moving furniture and stuff like that. I mean, I remember that was like one of the first music videos I remember seeing when I was a kid. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna fucking hold you and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And the music video, won some VMAs as well too. You know what I'm saying? It won the 2000 MTV VMA for Best R&B Video and shit too. So this is one of their signature songs. This is an R&B classic.
Definitely classic record. Again, that's a video I used to see all the time, and the song was played every day, and it got embedded into R&B at that time. It was just a great song. The video has Michelle and Farrah in it. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? They're not on the album cover. What happened?
Papa, who this woman?
Who's she? What happened to Latoya and Latavia? And
Double L.
It's crazy, man. and just a great record,
Definitely. All right, so like I said, ironically, that's interesting. They lost for Bills, but they won for Say My Name. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And for Best R&B Performance by Group, the other nominees were Boyz II Men, Pass You By, Wyclef, 911. Excuse me. Lucy Pearl, Dance Tonight, and BB Winans, Joe, and Brian McKnight's Coming Back Home.
Wow.
They picked the right choice for once.
They picked this song.
Yeah. Best R&B song. The other nominees were Erykah Badu, Bag Lady. Oh my God. Ooh. Wow. Tony Braxton, He Wasn't Man Enough. And D'Angelo's Untitled, How Does It Feel? And Cisco's Thong Song. Ooh. Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, that's a minus Thong Song. That's a tough competition.
Yeah. Minus Thong
I'll have to give it to Bag Lady.
Thong Song would have won that. No, Thong Song would have won that.
I never liked that. That song.
That was it. That's his biggest hit as a solo artist.
And that should tell you something.
Well, I don't know whose fault that is. If that's Def Jam or him.
I remember that video when he was fucking doing backflips. I'm just like, this nigga.
Yeah. I wondered that too. Like, why are you doing backflips with a bunch of naked women on the beach? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe that's why he was doing that, the backflips. But that was a huge record in 2000.
That's nice.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. I love this one.
Yeah.
Episode 13, She Can't Love You. For some odd reason, I can actually see Tony Braxton on this song.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this definitely fit the Heat album.
Right.
Her best album, in my opinion.
Wow. Hot take.
Yeah, like the first album was my second favorite. Secrets is good, but I'm sorry. They try to go to that Mariah Carey approach with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just be real.
You're the only person I know to say that about the second album.
Like I said, I like it, but niggas would go motherfucking crazy for that shit.
It was a good album.
It was, nigga. Like I said.
But you felt like they would give him a Mariah Carey type of balance?
Absolutely. And what I mean by that, and I say the same thing about Escape's Traces of My Lipstick album.
Right.
It's like when Mariah was blowing up with them ballads and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the label heads were so influenced by that approach. They want to focus so heavy. They want to get that international appeal, if that makes sense.
Right.
You know, they wanted to have that strong hero ballad. You know what I'm saying? What's that song? One Sweet Day. Like once One Sweet Day came out, a lot of motherfuckers try to have that kind of song. Like just think about it. You said what?
They tried to chart like how Mariah and Boyz II Men did.
Exactly. I hate to this day. I never like Unbreak My Heart. I'm so tired of that fucking song. Yeah. I say if we ever do a top aren't overrated, that might. I love I love Tony, but
right.
No, I'm gonna be want another hot take. Y'all motherfuckers want another hot take?
Yes.
The Libra album is my third favorite Tony album. I like that over Secrets.
I don't even remember that album. What's on there?
I think that was the album that came out in 2005.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
And that was the album that's out of print for years. That was when she was on Black Ground Records and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was some soulful ass motherfucking shit. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show it to you. Hold on.
Okay. When you see her live, when you see her live and she does Unbreak My Heart, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she looked good on the album cover.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a very underrated album. And mind you, this wasn't on streaming for a good minute. And a lot of people are like now looking at this album now saying this was dope too. Hell, the More Than a Woman album from 2002. Niggas never thought to talk about that.
I don't remember that one album.
Oh my God. Well, that came out in 2002, so I already know what you were listening to that year. So
as far as R&B, it was Neo Soul.
You know what album came out 2002, don't
what came out in 2002? Nelly?
You know your white savior.
Oh, Justin? Justin was 02? I thought that was like 03 or something, 04.
No, Justified was 02.
02? Okay. Well, yeah, it was Justified, yep. It was him, Alicia Keys, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
because that song's in the Mirror album. Come on now.
Yeah, that was a great album.
Yeah, give me her first 3 albums and her Unplugged album.
Yeah.
I like Element of Freedom though. That was good too.
I don't think she's made a bad album though.
To me, she never really made, but the public never really forgave her for the situation with Swiss Beats, so they try to play her music. Yeah.
They still with that?
Exactly.
So you mean to tell me she'll never have a chance of doing her own halftime performance at the Super Bowl because of that?
I never said that.
Oh, they should be over that. Like Swiss Beats is really at fault because he was the married one. You know?
Exactly.
Blame him. It takes 2 to tango. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Jalen had that conversation on Sunday night. Like he didn't really care for the double album that came out, her last album.
But that was fire.
I thought it was fire. I don't think there's any Alicia Keys album that wasn't good. All our albums were great to me.
Yeah. To me, well, like I said, I haven't really heard everything because there was a period I didn't hear the album with the Girl on Fire.
That was good. That was a good one too.
I got tired of that song.
Yeah. They did play it a lot, but they played it because Nicki was hot at the time. She had Nicki on the remix of that.
Yeah, I'm also tired of that song. No one, no.
I love that song too. And that was on the As I Am album. That was a great album also.
Yeah, As I Am was good.
Yeah,
like You'll Never See Me Again. Yes. Teenage Love Affair.
Yeah.
Hell, Mike. Every time I think of Like You'll Never See Me Again, I always think of Angie and Jesse when they reunite on that train station and shit.
Let's talk about All My Children and shit.
Yeah. Lord. But for real though, let's get into this album though, because I'm a little hungry right now on some real shit.
Okay. You talking about She
Hmm.
Can't Love You?
Yeah, yeah. You never give your thoughts on that.
Oh yeah, yeah. This dope beat, really smooth melody. I love the bass line, and this was a dope album, man.
Definitely. Next song is "Stay." What did I say about this song? Very slow ballad, very good song too. This was produced by both Beyonce and Shakespeare. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's pretty much her looking looking at the other girl that the motherfucker cheated on her with and talking about she can't have what I have and stuff like that too. So I mean, I like this one. Another great ballad.
This is like one song by Shakespeare that don't sound like a Shakespeare beat. You know, like he had like a lot of like futuristic type of sounding tracks, and it's like a regular ballad that Beyonce did her thing on.
Definitely. All right, next song is Sweet 16. I love this record. This was produced by both Beyonce and Dwayne Wiggins. Another one of my favorite joints on this album and whatnot too. Very, very, very slow central song right here too. This one's a favorite when it comes to Die Hard Destiny's Child's fans. So I like it.
Yeah, this was fire. She's basically singing about a teen girl at 16 that's moving way too fast, but she needs to slow down and live her life. And do you know where you're going in life? And it had like one of them songs with like a powerful message in it, and I thought it was good.
Definitely. All right. And the last song is the outro, aka Amazing Grace. This is again another tribute to the manager. You know, they have to end every album off like a gospel kind of song. Them doing Amazing Grace. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good. Nice way to end off the
Yeah,
album.
it was great. They all sounded great together as a group collectively on it. It was a great way to end the album.
Definitely. All right, so overall, this is a classic album, in my opinion. Do I like this as much as a debut? I'm gonna be real with you. Th- when I think of the debut and Writing on the Wall, I think of both sides of the coin.
Right.
I feel like both excelled when it came to the sound and production. Both albums were pretty great. Both albums, it was like a consistent musical progression. It wasn't it wasn't at its most hip hop, but it wasn't at its most R&B. It was a very unorthodox, sparse album. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because there's several songs I would put on the same vein as a debut album. But then there's several songs on this album I would say were much better than on a debut. You know?
Right.
I definitely feel that the controversy added on to the album, the controversy with the member change added on to the album's, popularity, but that's not saying that it does not deserve its popularity. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Um, this would be the last time we would hear Latoya, Latavia, and stuff like that too. And then next week we're gonna get to the Survivor album.
Mm.
And spoiler alert, I actually recently got that CD last week.
Nice.
Ironically, you know what I'm saying? So that's like one of the first albums I'm gonna show y'all for the album collection. So just
Okay.
letting y'all know that right now. But this is a 5 out of 5. I highly recommend this album. Like I said, they re-released this album in 2019. So if you can find it, it might be a bit pricey, but the CD is not that expensive either. So
Do you think we'll see Latavia and Latoya back on the Destiny Child album if they ever do another one?
you know what? I think so. Yes, I definitely think so.
Cause they recently took a picture all of them together, so that's why I was saying if they ever reunited, do we get the OG members again?
I think so, but it might not be when we want it to be. But when it happens, everybody's gonna love it.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
I think the album was dope. It's definitely and they definitely had a good transition. They didn't have a sophomore jinx, and they took their sound and they elevated from the first album to the second one, and they had biggest songs on this album. You know, like "Say My Name" and "Bills, Bills, Bills." You know, "Jumpin', Jumpin'." You know, "Bugaboo." Some of these songs I got tired of hearing because they were. I remember when they were on all the time, but those were like huge records for the group. And you know, I don't know if I would have went with Shakespeare. I think like Kim, he has a sound that when you hear it, you know it's him, but it's not always good.
Right.
You know, like for that time, it was efficient, but it wasn't shit that he had that was like timeless. And I think that's why like when it comes to like the Fan Mail album, like he was on that album, and when I hear that album, I always think of that time frame. It doesn't have like a timeless sound to me. You know what I'm saying? Except for like the big records, no scrubs and them pretty and you know what I mean. But this was a good album. I'll give it 4 mics. I think the group definitely with all the turmoil that was going on at that time, Beyonce held it down for the group and you had a lot of good songs. Like Confessions was dope. So Good, Temptation, Sweet 16. I like those records. So it's 4 mics for me.
Mm. Okay, that's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. All right. So I'm gonna end this video off right here. Pretty much I'm gonna let y'all know something tomorrow. It's gonna be Main Source Breaking Atoms. I may do that 12:30. I don't know because I may go to Greensboro depending on the weather, depending on the shit I gotta fucking do. But I'll let y'all know what time. You know what I'm saying? And then Wednesday, we got the movie review for Blazing Saddles. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to talk about that.
Right.
And I think Friday is the Ralph Transmit review for the
Ralph
WVS.
Tresvant.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the sensitivity. Let's go.
Right. Anything you gotta say before we head out?
Nope.
All right. Hope y'all have a good night. Y'all be
All right.
safe. Peace.
Peace.